to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO compatible custom Paleoxodon Falconeri from Tycoon 2. And here's the making of our Paleoxodon. So we had several parts from different LEGO parts. The head is particularly from a I don't know, you call that a helmet for a minifigure, so I'm using this as our base figure for the head and also the ram for the body. So we mixed here equal parts of epoxy, non-sag epoxy, A and B, and we're using this as our clay material or our sculpting sculpting medium for our Paleoxodon Falconeri. So we're bulking up the body so that it looks really chunky and cute, and also we're updating the sculpt on the head of our Paleoxodon. So small elephants and big elephants are actually my favorite animals, extant animals. So this one is really something close to my heart. Especially that I'm basing this one off from one of my all-time favorite video games, Tycoon 2. Alright, so this is how it actually ended up. We've made some differences in terms of where the legs would be ending and also some updates on the head sculpt, and we just need to wet sand this and then off to painting. Alright, so now that we have already primered this one, it's now time for us to paint. We'll be using some brushes, acrylics, and of course some water. So we're starting off with some gray mixed with a little bit of yellow ochre as well as some ivory, and we're painting this on the bottom part of the elephant. So this would include those of the head, the trunk, also the underbelly, as well as some parts of the legs of our elephant. Once that is dry, we'll let it sit for a bit, and then we're moving on to the next color. So the next color is actually the same colors that we had already for the primer, but this we added some more brown to it. So once that is complete, we head on with a different color, and we're brushing off a little darker than the usual because we want some different gradients of grays on our elephant. Oops, sorry, my hands are blocking out the camera. But anyway, so that's how we are going to do this particular painting on our Paleoxodon. So many layers of different shades of gray. So here is a lighter color of gray. Earlier on we added some more browns to it, and then now we added some white so that it would end up a little bit dirty. So I want my Paleoxodon to be not just one dimension, not just one gray color all throughout, but different shades of grays, with those that would indicate that it's been on ground and also in the savanna. Now, to provide some highlights on our Paleoxodon, we are now putting in the same colors of the lighter shades of gray around the eyes, and then we're also painting this as stripes along the trunk of the elephant, like so. And once that is done, all we have to do now is put on the details. So included among the details would be, of course, painting the nails of the elephant. As you can see here, I'm painting at least five nails on each of the feet. And then later on, of course, we will have to paint on the eyes and also some other details that needed to be included in our elephant. And that's it for our the making of our Paleoxodon. Now here are the PC contest winners: Showy Raptor, Cretaceous Bricks, Miguel, Aslan, Ajit Stevenson, Eligorial Korea, Stephen Lee, Emperor of Tombs and Beasts, Prehistoric Species, and Salat Sabat Hakim. Congratulations everyone! And now for our top 10 winners.
Top 10.
Therizinosaur Thyrsinosaurus,
Top 9.
L. Scorpius Fachero,
Top 8.
Gorgo Trebek Shandy,
Top
Rainmark
7.
11 years old boy,
Top 6.
Aran Hassin's a gamer, Gabriel Alkins,
Top 4.
System,
Top
Molten
3.
Todd,
Top
Prehistoric
2.
Life,
Top 1.
and Aitai Channel. Congratulations everyone! And also in the Kisses PC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and in the homepage just click on the community link to see all our posts. And here's a closer look on our Paleoxodon Falconeri.
Hey there everyone, and we're back for another custom from Extinct Bricks. It's been a long break since Easter, and now we have a new custom here to show. And this is our latest custom, our Paleoxodon Falconeri, or the Sicilian Dwarf Elephant. Okay, so EB here will be coming back later on for some size correct comparisons. So we'll now proceed with our closer look on our dwarf elephant here. So the dwarf elephant is actually based off from this particular photo. I based it off particularly from one of my favorite video games, Tycoon 2. And Tycoon 2 has come a long way from, you know, the basic with a lot of customs as well in terms of, you know, upgrading the species and how they look in the game, and also structures within the particular zoo. So I really like that game, and actually I try my best to somehow play it once in a while. And yeah, so in the original Zoo Tycoon 2, one of the expansions there was for extinct animals, and in the extinct animals expansion, the Sicilian dwarf elephant was first introduced, at least to me. I didn't know that there was such small species of elephants, and having the Sicilian dwarf elephant as one of those species of elephants in that particular game was actually refreshing from my end. So this is actually a homage to Zoo Tycoon 2. And yeah, so moving along with this figure, you can see here that it's pretty small, and comparing it with EB earlier on, you can see that EB is actually a bit taller than our elephant. Now the Sicilian dwarf elephant honestly is a bit more or smaller than this particular size, but nonetheless I had the what do you call this, the head for an elephant for it, so I decided to use this, and this was how it turned out to be. So we had the modifications on the head. As you can see here, it has removable, what do you call this, tusk over here. It also has this movable head to it. You can actually remove it and put it back like so. And then of course it has two studs on the back. The extremities are not movable, but nonetheless, for a small figure like this one, it's okay. So it has different shades of gray on it. It has this darker, more, what do you call this, dirty type of gray on the front or on the topmost portions, indicating that this is something that would live on a savanna or on a swamp area. Yeah, so yeah, it also has some details of wrinkling over here on the body, as well as that of the trunk, and also on the face, indicating that it's actually a mature elephant and not a baby elephant. And that's it for our closer look on our Paleoxodon Falconeri. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's now move along with this second portion of the video, which is
Size comparisons.
Extinct Bricks size comparisons, and comparing our Sicilian dwarf elephant here with our EB minifigure. You can see that our EB minifigure is much taller than our Sicilian dwarf elephant, around the level of the shoulders. Actually, the Sicilian dwarf elephant would be around the waist area, but as I've said earlier on, this is something that I did because I have the base figure for it. Now, comparing it in terms of size over here, you can see that definitely it's a bit bigger, but nonetheless, it's still an okay size for me, for a dwarf elephant. Alright, so moving along with our size comparisons, first up we have our Platybelodon. Alright, so let's just adjust the camera over here. So the Platybelodon here is something that I made not just for the fun of it. I like the way this species look like. It does look weird, and you can see here that it has that inverted tusk to it. It has a really big mouth, and with those giant teeth for mouth, and a white tusk as well. So it has a lot of movement on the head, similar to our Paleoxodon Falconeri here, but it has what do you call this? It has no articulations as well on the legs. Right, so let's now move along with our next comparison. We have here our American Mastodon. So the American Mastodon was done a few years back, and the base figure for this was actually the mammoth by Lego. You can see here from the head, but of course I did a few modifications to it, shortened the tusk a little bit. Also, you can see here that the legs are now movable like so. The tail is much flexible as well, and we have tons of movement on the neck area of our American Mastodon. Alright, so that's it for our comparisons. Definitely this one is much larger than our dwarf elephant, Sicilian dwarf elephant. Now another large species of elephant from my collection so far is the woolly mammoth. Again, let's adjust the camera over here. So the woolly mammoth is one of those more famous extinct animals or extinct elephants that we have. You might remember what's his name, Manny from Ice Age. So I based off the colors on that one, but made it a little bit more artistic in a way. This is actually also based off somehow with the Tycoon 2 woolly mammoth. It has several markings on the bottom half of on the top half of the body over here. I think I forgot the artist behind this, but if I am correctly recalling it, it must be Ariel. So Ariel did such a great job at remaking some of the animals from the Tycoon 2. And last but not the least, of course, the largest of all the elephant species, we have our Paleoxodon Falconeri. Oops, again, it's not fitting the screen, so let's adjust the camera a little bit. Alrighty, so you can see here, comparing our Paleoxodon Falconeri with our Paleoxodon Falconeri over here. The size definitely is quite remarkable. It's almost at the knee section of our elephant here, and you can see the details on this one is much more pronounced than our little elephant over here. And as cute as it gets, well, just one step on our Paleoxodon Falconeri here, it would trample or squish out the Paleoxodon Falconeri. Well, of course, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not that kind of person, but yeah, so that's it for the size comparisons, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's now move along with the next portion of this video, which is extinct breed species roll call. And we have here all of the elephant species that I've shown here so far, or that I have so far here on this particular channel. But if you do have other species that you'd like to suggest here on my channel, please do comment them down below. I'd like to read them up, and if they would fit in my collection, and if I haven't done it yet or it is interesting to me, then I might probably make one. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Freaks playlist over there. But I'll also be placing in individual links of all that you see here, all the species, so that you won't have to go through all of the 400 and plus video uploads that I've already placed on my channel. Well, now let's begin with our Extinct Freaks species roll call. Let's start from this side. This is our Extinct Freaks Platybelodon. This is our Extinct Freaks Paleoxodon Pneumaticus. This is our Extinct Freaks Mammuthus permigenus. This is our Extinct Freaks American Mastodon, and of course the star to show here, our cute but really cuddly Paleoxodon Falconeri, or the Sicilian dwarf elephant. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, if you happen to like this, please give it a like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of all our uploads and also our activities in our community channel. Well, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!
Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Ibitoy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!